Black Ops 6 has had a bunch of multiplayer leaks recently, and they paint a pretty awesome picture of what we should expect in the next year. I got the weapons, loadouts, and perks for this year's Call of Duty. So let's talk everything Black Ops 6, including a few fan favorite features returning to the multiplayer. So first off, let's talk about the fan favorite maps they have returning this year. The first map is Radar. It's going to be a Black Ops remake of the Vanguard map Radar, which itself was a reimagined version of the Dome map from the original Modern Warfare 3. This is a small radar station built on an island for fast-paced combat. It's pretty exciting to see this returning because it was by far the best map in Call of Duty Vanguard. We also have Pillage. This is going to be a map centered around Saddam's destroyed palace. Now, this map we haven't really seen a lot of other than leaked images, but it appears it's going to be a lot of destroyed marble columns and a lot of close quarters combat with a small area outside to fight it. We also have CMD, not WMD, but CMD. Now, CMD appears to be a command center for the American military somewhere in Iraq. It's actually going to be housing an F-117 in an Iraqi hangar just outside the command center, and this map will have a lot of fast-paced action and a lot of different kind of obstacles you can dodge around, missiles, bombs, and so on and so forth. Now, I can't really show you the actual leaked image of this map, but I can show you the render I did that should look pretty close to what you're actually going to see. We also have Grind returning. Grind is a classic Black Ops map set in a skate park. Now, you kind of have this outdoor skate park area with one middle central building which you can fight in, but considering this year is going to have a brand new movement system built on the same engine as Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, they might try to play up the kind of movement with this and kind of downhill slide. So it would be very interesting to see them kind of ramp up Grind for that new multiplayer movement system. I'll talk about the movement system here in a minute, but moving on, we also have 3 maps that we don't know anything about coming to the game. We have Vale, Island, and Canals. Now, these are 3 maps we have no information on, but I'll keep you updated with them as soon as possible. The game itself, though, like I said, was going to feature an all-new movement system. It's designed from the ground up specifically for Black Ops 6 and will be different from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. It'll have all the same actual movement elements from diving to sliding to jumping and so on and so forth. And tactical sprint is returning in this new Black Ops as well, but it will not be the exact same movement system as we saw in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. And with this new movement system, it appears that Call of Duty is going to reset Warzone with the release of the Verdansk map, but that's for a whole separate video I'm going to make here in the next couple days, so make sure you subscribe for that, and I'll keep you up to date with that information. But the new movement system is something I'm pretty excited for because I like the new Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 movement system, but I think it could be better. And with a movement system that's been under design for 4 years, I'm having high expectations for what the movement system is. Might be wrong, but it appears that Call of Duty has been very, very proud of this new movement system via internal dialogue. Now, one thing I'm very excited for with this next year of Black Ops 6 multiplayer is the return of factions. In the last 2 years, we had Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. We had the Cortac Allegiance and all these other things, but we didn't have the normal factions that we had in the last couple of years. In Modern Warfare 2019, we had the Demon Dogs, we had the SAS, we had all these different individual factions within a good side and a bad side. Same thing happened in Cold War, same thing happened in Vanguard even, and then Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 kind of scrapped. So with Black Ops 6, they're going to bring back the individual factions with a good side and a bad side. And so some of the factions we know are going to be in the game are going to be the US Marines, the Iraqi Army, the Saudi Arabian Army, the SAS, the MI6 CIA factions, as well as a couple others, including a Cerberus faction. Now, this faction might be a code name because we don't really know that much yet, but Cerberus is the name of the campaign files and multiplayer files we found so far and appears to be the main villain of the game. So, and Cerberus now has been all but confirmed to be the main villain of the campaign and multiplayer, and while it might still be a code name for the actual organization, it looks like the Cerberus name might actually be pulled over into everything we have. But moving on, one of the things I'm really excited about for Black Ops 6 multiplayer is the possible rumors we've heard about the loadout system. Now, there has been a lot of rumors regarding Black Ops 6 multiplayer's loadout system, whether it be returning to the old Pick-10 system, which I would be hugely excited for, or keeping up the Gunsmith system. Now, both have their kind of positives and negatives. The Gunsmith system is what we've had since Modern Warfare 2019. It's kind of fresh in everyone's brain, and we all kind of expect it, but the Pick-10 system is the classic Call of Duty loadout system. You have 10 options to select from, including weapon attachments, perks, lethals, tacticals, everything like that. So the Pick-10 system is what we had in Call of Duty prior to Modern Warfare 2019. However, based on the evidence we have so far, it appears Raven Software, Treyarch, and Infinity Ward are hotly debating whether they should use the Pick-10 system or the newer loadout system we've had for the last 5 years. Currently, as of development we've seen so far, it appears it'll be the Pick-10 system, but loadout changes are not hard to implement, so this could change on a dime. So I recommend you subscribe down below for the latest news, and if this changes, I'll let you know as soon as possible. But tell me down below, do you prefer the Pick-10 system or the Gunsmith system? So whether they decide to go with the Pick-10 system or the Gunsmith system, it will not affect this next thing. The perks. We will have 3 perks, just like we have had in previous Call of Duties, that are constantly active. You'll have the wildcard option to get up to 6 perks, but with a Pick-10 system in place, that might make it a little harder. And I have the entire list of all of the perks that are coming in the game. So I'm going to show you them here on the screen. I'm reading them out real quick. We've got Ante-Up, Battle-Hardened, Bomb Squad, Bounty Hunter, Cold-Blooded, Dexterity, Double Time, Fast Hands, Flex, Focus, Ghost, Grave Robber, Hardline, Heavy Metal, Hunt Master, Hustle, Ninja, Operative, Overclock, Overkill, Prime, Quick Fix, Restock, Scavenger, Shrapnel, Spotter, Soccer, Strong Arm, Survivor, Underkill. Now, I got all these in one take, believe it or not, but anyways, these loadouts right here are the ones we have confirmed in-game. There's a couple loadouts that appear to be campaign-specific, such as being able to see enemies when you first spawn into a map and telling exactly where they are for the first 3 seconds of the map. Now, that sounds super overpowered in multiplayer, but it makes a lot of sense for the campaign because it would fit in very nicely whenever you get to a new section of the map or that open-world campaign where you enter a building and you see where everyone is for the first 3 seconds. Kind of helps you plan out what your moves are. Now, as far as the weapons go in Black Ops 6 multiplayer, it appears we're going to get some iteration of the Modern Warfare 2 kind of gun tree system where you unlock one gun and then you can unlock more within that tree. It's something a lot of people really didn't like because why do I have to unlock this weapon down here to unlock attachments for this weapon all the way up here? Yada, yada, yada. Not a lot of people love the gun tree system. As a matter of fact, I think most people disliked it. However, we know there will be an iteration of this in the multiplayer at some extent. Not entirely sure what extent that is. And with all of these weapons, there's a bunch that are kind of overlapping and we have a couple new weapons coming to Black Ops 6 multiplayer. So let's talk about the 53 weapons coming to the game. And this is honestly what I think is most important to talk about. So of the 53 weapons we have in game, 9 of them will be assault rifles at launch of the game. And those 9 weapons are the F-Tac Light, which is that AR-18, the Cast-Off 74, which is the AK-74, the Krig C, which is the one we already seen in previous years of Black Ops Cold War, the M16, the M4S, which is going to be the Colt Model 723, the R2, which is the RM2 that we saw in Black Ops Cold War, the SA-87, the SR-8, and the VAP-9, which will be the AS-VAL. I really like the selection of weapons because the AR-18 is not something I think I've seen in a Call of Duty game before. I might be wrong, and tell me in the comments if I am, but the SMGs, though, are kind of just as exciting because we also have 9 there. Our 9 weapons that we have coming to the SMGs is the AMR-9, which we already have in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, which kind of lends a little bit more credit to that reset of the upcoming year of Warzone, the FMG-9, which is the PP-90, the Cast-Off M, which is the Capard PDW, the Lockman Sub, the MD97L, which is actually the MD1, the Raptor 9, the VAP2, the VAP3, and the VCAR. So I'm going to show you all the real-life pictures alongside those real-life names. But of all those SMGs, there's a couple that are overlapping, like the AMR-9 and the Lockman Sub. So I'm curious to see if those are going to get pulled from Warzone and we're going to have a Warzone reset like a lot of people have been asking for with this new movement system, or what. But I'm also pretty excited because we've got 4 battle rifles coming. I'm personally a big fan of battle rifles. I know a lot of people aren't, but they have their place. We have the C58, which is going to be the Model C, the Cast-Off 73, which is the AEK 973, the Liena 57, which is the SG 542, and the TAC F, which is the FAL. Personally, I love the FAL. It's one of my favorite guns of all time. I'm very excited it's coming back. Now, the Marksman Rifles has a pretty cool selection as well. We have the Cammers, which is the Romat, the Cast-Off 97, which is the AEK 971, the Liena 550, which is the SG 550. We also have the Mark 18, which is going to be like an M16, Mark 12 SPR type weapon, the Tempest Torrent, which is going to be an SR25, which I'm going to love for the actual open world campaign, and the VAP-M, which is the VSS Ventore, which itself is actually a harder hitting version of the AS-VAL. Now, sniper rifles is kind of lackluster so far. We only have 4 that are rumored, and one of them pretty much everyone hates. We have the Dragunov, or the Cast-Off M, the LW3 Tundra, which everybody loves, the Ratio H, which is the Hekate 2, and the Ratio P, which is the Ultima Ratio. Now, both these guns are pretty cool, but I'm disappointed there's not a bigger selection of sniper rifles, but I'm not going to complain at all because I'm just happy we got 4 with this release so far. Now, as far as LMGs, we have 4 coming into the game. The IP545, which is the PU21, the LRC308, which is the AR10, the SAW H, which is the KSP58, and the SAW L, which is the KSP58D. Now, we also have 5 shotguns coming into the game. We have the Mossberg 500, or the M500 as it's been called in game, the OCP 500, which is going to be the bullpup version of the Mossberg 500, the Olympia, which is in every single Black Ops game ever, the Roku 360, which is going to be the SAS 12, and the Super Shorty, which is going to be the Remington 11. Now, shockingly, we have 7 pistols coming to the game, which is more than sniper rifles or LMGs or shotguns. It's kind of disappointing that we have so many pistols, but one of the biggest disappointments of pistols is there's no 1911, which is infamous in all Black Ops game, especially considering that the main character on the Black Ops original title art is holding 2 1911s. But anyways, here's the pistols we got coming this year. We have the Dinoli, which is going to be the Beretta M9, the GP13 Auto, which is going to be the APS, the Lock 30, which is going to be the Grendel P30, the Lock 45, which is going to be the US P45, the Lock 9, which is going to be the ISP9, the Psykov, which is really just the Makarov pistol, and the TAC handheld, which is going to be the 5.7. As far as other secondaries, we're going to have 3 launchers coming to the game: the LAW M72, the Panzerfaust, which is going to be really interesting because it's kind of a holdover from that World War II stuff that was left in Saudi Arabia and Iraq and the Middle East, and the Stinger, which is going to be, the Stinger in real life. And what was not on this list was the RPG. Now, the RPG was infamously used in the first and second Gulf Wars because it was the rocket launcher for the Iraqi and Saudi Arabian armies, but it hasn't been found in the game files yet. I'm sure it's going to be added at some point, so that's another weapon just to kind of keep in the back of your mind. Now, as far as melee weapons, the first 2 are kind of, could live without them. The last one I'm hugely excited to use. So we got the hunting knife, the scout knife, and the breaching tool. Now, the breaching tool you'll know is you've seen Captain Price use in Modern Warfare 2019, and the breaching tool is something that's used by the military still to this day. It's a pretty common piece of equipment, especially for door entry. I think it'll be huge for the campaign, and I think it'll be cool because it's basically a giant mace you can whack someone with in multiplayer. Now, Black Ops 6 is definitely setting up to be one of the better Black Ops multiplayers around. It might not compare to Black Ops 2, but it's definitely going to be up there, especially considering that there's going to be more weapons added to the list, the new movement system, which we won't actually get our hands on until sometime later this year, and the classic fan favorite Black Ops maps returning to the game. Black Ops 6 multiplayer is going to be the best. But a lot of this stuff has changed in the last week, and if you want to know a little bit more about that, then check out this video right here. I talk about all the Black Ops 6 leaks we had come out in the last week, and make sure you subscribe down below for all of your Call of Duty information, because I am IceBurgz, your Call of Duty informant. So until next time, stay frosty.